Written by Peter Scudamore. 2 is Mrs. Muck, Peter Hobbs. 5, Stag Hound, Richard Rowe. 6, Bluff Cove, Richard Dunwoody. 7, Bogaskoy, written by Ronnie Began. 8, Dancing Baron, Brendan Powell. 9, Christensen, Steve Smith Eccles. 10, Theodos, Rod Millman. 11, Von Trapp, Ben DeHaan. And 12, Miss Nero, written by Bruce Dowling. And here's how they bet at the moment.
And the odds-on favourite, Savant Loire, is 11-8 on. Miss Nero, 3-1. Mrs. Muck is 7-1. And then Bluff Cove, 16s. On 20-1, 3 of them, Von Trapp, Staghound, and Christensen. But Bagagskoy, 33-1. Theodas, 50-1. And Dancing Baron completes the show, 100-1.
Michael says the starter calls them in, and they're away. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove. Miss Nero on the inside of Bogaskoy, and then Von Trapp and Dancing Baron and Christensen, as Sabandoulois runs down to the first of the 12 flights with a 3-length advantage, jumps it cleanly from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero and Von Trapp and Bogaskoy and Christensen and Mrs. Muck and Dancing Baron, Theodas and Staghound the back marker. Sabandoulois, the odds-on favourite, from Bluff Cove in second. Miss Nero, the second favourite, is lying third, with Von Trapp a close 4, then Bogaskoy and Christensen and Mrs. Muck and Dancing Baron, Theodas and Staghound. Flight number 2. Sabandoulois wasn't actually foot perfect at that, from Bluff Cove. Then Von Trapp and Miss Nero. Mrs. Muck and Christensen and Bogaskoy, Theodas and Dancing Baron and Staghound. Sabandoulois, the leader. From Bluff Cove, Miss Nero and Von Trapp. Dancing Baron, Bogaskoy, Christensen, Mrs. Muck, Theodas and Staghound. Racing towards the third flight. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove, Miss Nero and Von Trapp and Dancing Baron. Sabandoulois very fluent at that one. Theodas dropped back last at that flight. Sabandoulois the leader from Bluff Cove. Miss Nero, bandaged, protectively bandaged forelegs. Miss Nero, Von Trapp very close to her. A little gap then to Christensen, the winner 3 years ago. Sabandoulois at the 4th. From Bluff Cove, Von Trapp, Miss Nero, Christensen, Mrs. Muck, Theodas, Dancing Baron, Staghound, and now Bogaskoy, just the back marker, as they swing into the straight on the first circuit in this Youngmans long walk hurdle, 3¼ miles, 12 flights in all. Sabandoulois the leader, from Bluff Cove in second, with the breast girth towards the right is Von Trapp. Over on the far side then on the inner, as it is Miss Nero. Over number 5, Sabandoulois. From Bluff Cove and Von Trapp and Miss Nero. Christensen and Mrs. Muck and Theodas and Staghound and Dancing Baron and Bogaskoy. At the flight will be the last next time. Sabandoulois by about 4 lengths. From Bluff Cove, Miss Nero. Faller there is Von Trapp. Interfered with Mrs. Muck. Mrs. Muck didn't lose a lot of ground. Von Trapp's up all right and galloping after them, and his rider's up on his feet as well. Neither of them look hurt. Sabandoulois the leader, passing the winning post on the first circuit by about 6 from Bluff Cove. Behind Bluff Cove, Miss Nero. Then Christensen, Staghound, and then Theodas and Mrs. Muck. And behind Mrs. Muck, Bogaskoy and Dancing Baron, as Sabandoulois with a 5-length advantage swings right-handed with 1.5 miles to run now in this long walk hurdle. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove. Miss Nero, a close third, gap then to Christensen. Behind Christensen, Staghound. Behind Staghound, Theodas, and then Mrs. Muck and Dancing Baron and Bogaskoy, as they run down to flight number 7. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero, the little mare, travelling well in third and jumping well. Mistake there by Christensen in 4th, got away with it. 5th was Mrs. Muck and 6th Staghound. 7th Theodas and Bogaskoy and Dancing Baron. You can virtually count out of it, barring a lot of accidents up front. Sabandoulois the leader from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero as they run down to the final flight in Swinley Bottom before the right-hand turn. And this is flight number 8 of the 12 in all. Sabandoulois jumps it in the lead from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero. Then a gap to Mrs. Muck and Christensen. Just a mile left to run now in the Youngmans long walk hurdle. Sabandoulois with the advantage, 4 left to jump from Bluff Cove, and Miss Nero still travelling well. Mrs. Muck is getting a little bit closer now. Christensen upsides her, but they've got about a 10-length leeway to make up on the front 3, who are Sabandoulois, Miss Nero, and Bluff Cove. As they run to the next flight, 4 from home, Sabandoulois from Miss Nero, Bluff Cove in 3rd. Sabandoulois lands in the lead from Miss Nero, Bluff Cove. Christensen is in 4th, Mrs. Muck in 5. Racing to the next, still Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero. This is the 3rd from home in the Youngmans long walk. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove and Miss Nero. Sabandoulois lands in the lead from Bluff Cove 2nd, Miss Nero 3rd. Racing towards the home turn now with 2 flights left to jump. Peter Scudamore on Sabandoulois, who's made just about all the running so far, trying to become the 3rd winner of the afternoon for Martin Pipe. Sabandoulois by about 2 lengths from Bluff Cove. Miss Nero back in 3rd. Coming down to the second last flight now, Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove under pressure. Miss Nero over on the far side. Sabandoulois from Bluff Cove at the second last. Sabandoulois lands just in the lead from Bluff Cove. Bluff Cove putting in a strong challenge though towards the near side. Bluff Cove takes up the running now as they come to the final flight. It's Bluff Cove from Sabandoulois. Bluff Cove with a length and a half advantage over Sabandoulois, jumps it fast, gets away from it well. Bluff Cove from Sabandoulois. Miss Nero finishing fast over on the far side, but Bluff Cove is holding them all as they come to the line, and he's going to win it. At the line, Bluff Cove wins the Youngmans long walk hurdle. It's very close for second, with Miss Nero just getting up to divide the spoils there with Sabandoulois. It'll be a photo for second, but no doubt about the winner, Bluff Cove. Photo for second between Miss Nero and a very tired Sabandoulois, with Christensen, the 1985 winner, 4th.
Nero was second at 4-1, and Sabine Dulois, 13-8 on favourite, was 3rd, who made all the running, of course.